And a very good evening, everybody. As you can see, new additions to the desk. My national championship helmet has been dwarfed by a new one with a logo that you might not be familiar with. This is the helmet and the logo of the Ultimate Football Club, a new organization to the Augusta area that is kind of spreading throughout the state of Georgia. And one of the reasons it is spreading so successfully is Keisha Rivers Shorty. Keisha, thanks for coming by. It's nice to meet you. We've talked on the phone several times.
Yes.
And it's nice to get to meet you face to face and talk a little about what you're doing. Now you got the T-shirt going.
Yeah,
you got the
merchandise and everything.
You're ready to go, aren't you? All right. So in 60 seconds or less, what is the Ultimate Football Club? Because this is not a new minor league team coming to town.
Exactly. The Ultimate Football Club, in a nutshell, is a recreational sports membership organization for football fanatics. We do all things football, whether it's flag football, whether it's touch football, but we wouldn't be the Ultimate Football Club if we didn't put the helmet on and actually go out and play tackle.
Helmet and pads.
Helmet and pads. And we have a cap of 150 members. It is a membership organization, and it's like an interest club, kind of like a car club.
Sure.
Except everything we do is around the game of football.
That's a great way to put it. And you might have Super Bowl parties.
Yes.
Weekend watchings. You might travel. 20 or 30 of the members might go to a game in Atlanta or one of the college games nearby and travel as a group. It's a football club, just like a stamp club, a car club, a kite club, or whatever else there happens to be.
And then what we do also is we kind of marry a little bit of the health club where our members have membership dues, and you pay your membership dues and you're able to actually participate in intramural club play. So we'll have pickup games, which will be after working on the weekends, and then we'll do mini leagues. We'll also have our championship series where we'll keep the guys' stats and do the whole fantasy football type of thing.
With the pads and the hitting and tackle football, good old American tackle football. The first thing you mentioned was pickup games, and that is literally like schoolyard football. Line them up, okay, you get first pick, I'll take the big guy there, okay, I'll take the speedy guy there. And it's not necessarily the same team the next weekend or anything like that. It's whoever shows up, we pick up teams and we play. But then there are mini leagues, which sounds like a 4 to 6 game?
Yes, the mini leagues are about five or six games, and with those, we let the guys actually choose up their teams.
And that stays intact.
Yeah, that stays intact for that period of time, and they actually get to make up their mascots and their logos. So they get to kind of create their own football franchise with their guys. And then
this is fantasy football to
brought the life, right?
I'm going to move this a little bit because it's blocking a little bit of view, but I can't. I had them both working. Okay, that's fine. All right. So, and then the top level is
top level
the big boy, so to speak. Those who really want to play competitively still.
Yeah, and pretty much what we do is we welcome everybody in the club. So you could have never played football before, never put on the pads before, and we welcome you in the club. It's not for those guys that have played professionally or semi-professionally or they were the stars in college. It's for fun, and it's designed because as people get older, football becomes more exclusive. You have to be the tops. You know, in Little League they let everybody play, but by the time you get to college and high school, they kind of weed you out. This is for those guys that got weeded out.
And still have the urge. And we keep saying guys, but this club is open to anybody. Yes. Plenty of girls who we got to have cheerleaders, don't we?
Yes, we have the elite squad.
We have the elite squad. We got to have things like. I know you've hooked up with professionals, but trainers and staff and statisticians, and there's something for everybody because it's there's a lot of people that put on a football game, especially a league or a season. Yeah,
and so what we do is we bring in everybody. We'll have interns, we'll have people as part of our auxiliary groups that'll go out and do things. We have our own brand of community activities we call Club Acts, where we'll be working with kids and doing things along those lines. We're developing partnerships within the community so that we can go out and we're actually able to participate in doing something, even if it's just a little bit, to help people along the way. So we're not like the NFL with a big, United Way Cares kind of campaign, but we take our role in the community very seriously, and we want our members to be actually involved in doing whatever we can a little bit at a time to make a difference in some people's lives.
You can make as big an impact locally as the NFL does nationally.
Yes.
The same kind of scale if you want to. What are Club Cadets?
Club Cadets is a group that we formed of kids that are primarily late elementary school, primarily middle school age, and it's kind of like kids that we're going to adopt in a sense where they have 150 big brothers and sisters. and we'll expose them to a variety of different organizations and experiences. So, for instance, I just met with some people from the sheriff's office, and one of the things we want to do is kind of have like a job shadowing where we expose the kids to different things. We're basically just trying to be a positive influence. And we're going to work with the Augusta Partnership for Children to try to identify some of those kids that we want to bring in. And it'll just be a way of us kind of being a positive influence in some kids' lives and exposing them to something new.
Now, when you and I last talked, and I haven't checked with you since then, there was potentially a summer camp for kids. Is that still in the works?
Yeah, we are working on a summer camp. If we can't get a week-long summer camp, which is what we'd like to do, we're at least going to have like a day or a half a day. Okay. And then we'll push for next year, planning something a little bit more extensive. We're trying not to overlap with anybody else's schedule.
And when do you hope to be fully operational, to have that 150 folks and start playing games and taking road trips and that kind of stuff?
We are actually, we're getting full-fledged into our membership period now, so we're hoping that by the first part of June, middle of June, about a month from now, we're like really up and going.
Oh, great. And then by actual football season, you'll be going full speed, and there'll be events and activities and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. And because the club is actually 365 days a year, there's always something that we'll be doing. So it doesn't matter when people join.
Football has become, as you well know, being so involved in it, it's pretty much a year-round sport, especially the NFL. I can see big draft parties and that kind of stuff for the members of the club to get together in the coming year. All right, it's a lot. I mean, you're attacking about a dozen different areas, from community activity to the elite squad to the club cadets to actually playing football to scheduling social events, and there's a lot for anybody to take in. Where can they learn more about it?
If they go to our website, which is www.theultimatefootballclub.com, they can see everything on there. It's got all the latest information. It's also got a phone number where they can call us, which is 706-431-9005. But if they go to the website, that has all of the information.
www.theultimatefootballclub.com.
Exactly.
This is going to take off, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, you're going to be back to update us regularly,
yes.
Tell us what's going on in the community
definitely.
and when the games start, and bring us the first guy who gets a broken leg in here.
Nobody's getting broken up.
Just somebody wants to. Somebody wants to with the big boys. No,
we're going to make you honorary quarterback.
There you go. That's honorary. Heck, I can still run a 14.440. All right. This is Keisha Rivers Shorty. It is the Ultimate Football Club, theultimatefootballclub.com. Check it out and look at everything they've got to offer. You will find a level for you, even if it's just being sociable and going to events and that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Good luck with this. You stay with us. More right after this on Comcast Connect.